Okay, so question 1, this is from 2024 GCE, paper 1, I think. So the perpendicular bisector of the line joining the points P, which is 1,4, and Q, which is k,3, meets the y-axis at -4. Find the possible values of k. Okay, so you can just assume we have an x-axis, an xy plane like this, and then let's put our 4 there, and our -4 will be somewhere here, and then this one is our 1. We have let's put a 2 and a 3 like this. So the coordinates of P, we have 1,4 like this, and then Q, we don't know where exactly it is, but we know that the y coordinates are 3, so it could be somewhere here, it could be somewhere there. We don't know. All we know is it meets some line which is the perpendicular bisector of this at this point like this. Or if you decide to put it this side, then it will be something like this. So it is perpendicular here, and it is passing through y is equal to -4. So now looking at it from here, we have something like P, Q, and the bisector like this. So we have something like this. So if this is a bisector, then the distance from here to there is exactly the same as the distance from here to there. And if these two distances are the same, then the distance from here to there will be the same as the distance from here to there. Let's call this one, has it been given a name? No. Let's call it PQR. Let's call this one R. So to find the value of Q, K, we can take advantage of the fact that this distance is exactly the same as this distance. So we can say the magnitude of PR is equal to the magnitude of RQ. And so for K. So our P, the coordinates for P are 1,4. The coordinates for Q are k,3, and the coordinates for R, remember on the y-axis x is 0, and then we are told that y is 4. So those are the coordinates for that. So now to solve for k, we can say PR, the distance from P to R, this one will be x minus that, x minus 0 squared, plus 4 minus that, 4 minus and minus, that will just be a positive, squared, and then you take the square root of that. This must be exactly the same as the distance between R and Q. So R and Q. So this will be k minus 0 squared plus RQ. So we have 3 minus 3 minus and minus, that will just be a positive, and then squared like this. Then since we have square roots, to get rid of them, you simply square both sides. So when I square this side and square this side, the square and the square root will go, the square and the square root will go, because the square root is simply 1/2. So when I multiply it by 2, this will just be a 1. So the square roots will go. So 1 minus 0 is 1, squared, it's still a 1. And then 4 plus 4, this is an 8. 8 squared is 64. And then k minus 0 is k squared. This is k squared. Then 4 plus 3, this is 7. When you square it, you have 49. And then you can collect the like terms. This plus this is 65. You bring this 49 this side, you have this. And then this is your k squared. And then 65 minus 49, this is simply 16, I think. And then k squared. So to find the value of k, you simply introduce the square roots on both sides, so that your k is equal to plus or minus 4. So that means it's possible you can have your k here as negative 4, and it's also possible you can have your k here as positive 4.